Here's my impression of Hank Hill in horrible pain. I know what you're thinking. Oh, Sebastian has lost his mind. It was only a matter of time, right? That coconut was about to fall from the tree. That Glock was cocked. And that microwave was 3 seconds away from the ding, and my fingers speeding at the door open button. But wait, I think there's a lot of things to be said about bacon and cheese flavored bacon strips. Yeah, you could say they're nothing but a dog food treat and they're not fit for human or horse consumption. You could say all these things, but here's the thing, man. The reason I'm so drawn to this is because it's the forbidden fruit. Have you ever seen what really bad bacon looks like? You can't have good bacon without knowing what bad bacon is. The same way you can't truly win unless somebody else loses. And if you're really unlucky, you're gonna get bacon that's undercooked. I mean, at that point, you might as well just throw the thing away. But what we've got here is perfectly cooked bacon, man. And, okay, I'm not crazy. It's made with real bacon, right? Now, I looked over this thing quite a bit, right? To sort of understand what it's all about. There's no mention whatsoever of saying that humans can't eat it, right? It doesn't say for dog consumption only. Although it is, it's heavily implied, but it doesn't say that outright, so it is what it is. I do believe that having the perfect strip of bacon is something that everybody should experience, and if I can get that in a small portable form factor like this, and have every bite be perfectly amazing, plus with the crispy edges on there, man, it's gonna be one hell of a treat. You gotta admit, it looks pretty damn delicious, or at least that's what they want you to think. Let's go ahead and crack this bad boy in half. Oh my good Lord Almighty, that's a lot darker than I was expecting. Good bacon does have some of the crispy edges on top. You expect sort of the beginning of it and the end of it, as long as the sides and whatnot, to be slightly burnt and crispy. That's what good bacon is. This, however, looks more like it has a big giant streak of caramel going down the center of it. It smells like, it smells like permanent marker and cheese, which is an odd combination, but every single one of these things has that distinct smell of somebody that just dipped a bunch of permanent marker in their bacon and then put a little bit of that cheese whiz on it or something like that. If any dogs are out there, if they could reply, please let me know. What is it that fits your palate exactly? Do you like those highlighters that would smell like different fruits? You ever had those? You would peel them off and they would have these watermelon scents to them or lemon and all this other stuff. It was the best! Couldn't get high off them, unfortunately. But everything has a compromise. Let's go ahead and have a chomp.
For the shorties, gather around, let me tell you something. For the shorties.
Oh my God. That.
You got canned goods, just collecting dust. You got meat, got fruit, got vegetables.
Oh, it's truly awful. It's I don't think I've ever spit something out like that before. But this, there's a first for everything. Hopefully there's a last for that as well. I keep going back to that whole thing where they talk about pork as the first ingredient. I don't taste pork at all. I don't taste anything resembling any kind of meat that I would like to eat. The biggest taste that you can taste here, it's like rotting cow flesh. Every now and again I'll make some sort of beef stew or something, right? Get a pound of beef, use half of it, and then store the rest away. After a while, that beef starts to take on a very specific color and a very specific smell. It gets a lot darker and it gets a lot more pungent. There is a distinct bitterness and a distinct grossness to having that, man. It's like the sensation of something rotting. It's like a rotting feeling, and it's also very chewy. A chewy, rotty piece of meat. It's, oh, good God. I've spoken to a lot of dogs in my day. I speak to them on the regular. I like to shake the paws and whatnot and give them a couple of scratches behind the ears. Oh, it's a full-time job if it wasn't. And this, I'll have to ask them what they find so appealing about this, because for horse consumption, I don't taste any cheese in there either. There's no cheese whatsoever. All you taste is death and bitterness and what I imagine to be the last thing you taste before you die. Don't eat these. Don't eat these.
Open up your mouth, stick your finger down, it could be worse. It's a grocery. Give me all your groceries, cause a little baby screaming, man, I need a hoagie. Somebody hold me. Somebody console me. Somebody pour me a pot of pepperonis.
What you just heard was the greatest line in poetic history. Do it again.
Somebody hold me. Somebody console me. Somebody pour me a pot of pepperonis.
Now that's good stuff.